Carnivore does not cure all your life's problems. It didn't solve all my life's problems. It made me realize that I could do something that was the most empowering thing I have ever done for myself. I gave up the idea of eating 4 to 6 times a day. I gave up the idea that I had to have lots of variety and I had to have a balanced diet. Turns out I have become way healthier eating 5 or 6 things, trying to eat anything in moderation. I did try that. I tried that for years. I tried that my whole life, honestly, and it never worked for me. So I got healthier when I did limit or restrict the foods that I eat. I didn't want to feel like crap anymore, and I was willing to do something very radical and extreme. And I did. I got the healthiest when I started searching and I started questioning, like, why is nothing working for me? Why am I, a failure? I'm trying these things and I feel like my body is turning against me again. I felt defeated for like the 3rd time in my life when it came to my body. It was fighting against me. And I had no idea when I started what this would become. And I remember thinking, you know what? I'm going to try this. It's so out there. It's so counter to everything I've been told and all of the rules that I've always followed. And I've always listened to medical advice and I've always listened to my doctors. I'm going to try this. I'm going to take my chances. I didn't really feel like I had much to lose. I really didn't feel like I was going to hurt myself more. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to take my chances. But I want to see if this helps me, at all. I'm just going to try it. I'd seen a few people talking about it and I thought, well, I'll try it. Little did I know how drastically my life would change. It's really the biggest, most fundamental change I've ever made. Besides having children, giving birth to kids, it's the greatest health achievement of my life. I would not want people to be discouraged. I could never do that. I don't like the taste. I don't like meat. And I just could never do that. I could never be so strict. I could never be, when I started, I had no idea of all of the things that would change, that would be affected. I started this because it felt like an allergic reaction to something I had eaten. My uveitis, the inflammation in my eye flared up. It scared me to death because I'm already deaf in one ear. I've already been down that route. My thyroid doesn't work. It's been a lot. And I thought, I cannot go through a 3rd intense flare-up of uveitis. Inflammation in my eye was linked to metabolic dysfunction, being metabolically unwell, pre-diabetic, overweight, just everything. So I would suggest starting to learn about this. If you are at your lowest, if you're really low and you're just like, I've got to lose some weight, I've got to feel better, you can try adding in eggs, bacon and eggs. Start eating bacon and eggs for breakfast. It doesn't have to look the way I do it now. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's, the way they eat. If you can start thinking, oh, I'm going to eat anything that's animal-based, and I'm going to get in more fats, butter, I'm going to eat more butter, I'm going to eat more butter, and start reading books, watching videos. Dr. Barry has so many videos, and he's a medical doctor. He was a family doctor. He walks the walk and talks the talk. You don't have to do it exactly like anyone else. Start looking at ingredients. Start eliminating junk food, ultra-processed food. Can you make this or any semblance of this in your kitchen? You are really low and I'm at my wit's end because I have, autoimmune issues, or I have pain all the time, or I'm overweight. Try it. It's worth a shot. It can be sustainable and you can find a way to do it that's sustainable for you. In the beginning, set a goal of, okay, I'm going to try to do this for 30 days. You can do it for 30 days. You don't have to be perfect every moment of every day, but take it meal to meal. There were days in the very beginning I had to take it hour to hour. I had to compartmentalize and think, I'm not going to think about this. I have a plan, a loose plan, like I'm not going to starve. That was a big worry of mine. Like, I'm going to be hungry all the time, because I had always been hungry when I dieted. I've realized I wasn't hungry all the time. And I was able to go longer between meals. I gave up the idea of eating 4 to 6 times a day. I gave up the idea that I had to have lots of variety and I had to have a balanced diet. I gave that up, and I thought, if I can focus on eating 5 or 6 things, if I could get butter, salt, meat, mostly hamburger patties, bacon, chicken, there's nothing wrong with any kind of meat. You like tuna, fish, sardines, few ingredients, eliminate seed oils. Don't be fooled. Don't even look at the packaging. Just look at the ingredient list. The food is so nutrient dense, you will be full. If you are like me and just constantly thinking about food from one meal to the next, this will help. In the beginning, just do what you can just to get by. Continue learning, watching videos, finding someone that you can relate to. You might not relate to, this person that's doing it because of their background. Find someone. There are so many people out there that you will find someone that you can relate to, and that someone that speaks to you and resonates with you. There are people that have been doing this for years. If they have a YouTube channel, they most likely have group support. Keep searching for answers, because like I said, carnivore does not cure all your life's problems. It didn't solve all my life's problems. It made me realize that I could do something that was the most empowering thing I have ever done for myself. Even more than when I advocated for my surgery for my Meniere's disease. Changing what I was eating, the most empowering thing I have ever done for myself. It gave me a sense of accomplishment, some agency, like this isn't just happening to me and there's nothing I can do about it. Because I did worry about those things a lot. People of all stages of life, all walks of life. And then you can be the example for someone else. That's been an incredible part of this experience over the last couple of years. I needed to see other people living this life. And I'm always so touched and so inspired and so grateful to Kelly Hogan and Laura Spath and Dr. Barry and Nisha, because they paved the way. I can't imagine even, when a lot of these people started like 5 years ago or 20 years ago, 15 years ago, all the people that you can think of on social media that started putting out this content, because like it is so radical and there is so much pushback and demonization of whole food. It would have been like trying to bail out the ocean, I'm sure. But it's so important to be an example and let people know this is possible, and you don't have to do it the way I did it. You don't have to do it anybody's way. You can start now. You can start right now. It's the most empowering thing you can do for yourself. Say, I'll just have whole food today. Maybe you need to step down. Maybe this week I'm going to eliminate processed food, highly processed food. Okay. Maybe take it day to day, make a plan and try it, because you can change your life. Day one or one day. It really can come down to that. There's a lot of support and there's a lot of people out here and they're rooting for you. Your family wants you healthy. Your loved ones want you healthy. And then you can be the example for others that, hey, I know this is hard and it goes against everything we've ever been told. And we are still being inundated with this message of whatever. It's just, you feel like it's coming from all sides, but you can do this. And this is what I did and this helped me. Maybe try this or this. There are a lot of people out there that will help you along. So keep searching and questioning, doing your own reading and learning. You deserve it. You deserve to continue to give yourself a chance. I don't think you'll regret it. I certainly didn't. Thanks for watching. Bye.